Are you holding the bass like you normally do?
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's like so weird. It's like backwards on this
I
thing.
know. I
I
don't know.
don't.
Maybe it's 'cause it like reverses the.
Yeah, did you put your camera like with the back part?
I'm not sure to do that.
Like if you just flip it around. Well, but then I wonder if it would. Oh wait, maybe don't flip it around because then it'll just show me what's behind it. But could you press the little button that's like um is there a button that flips it around?
Like
Otherwise, I'll
this?
just try to cope with it being backwards. Right
Okay.
now it's like beige. Wait, nah. Or we could just live with this and try to figure it out. Let's just roll
Okay.
with this. Yeah, it's all cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So did you have a chance to tune or?
Yeah. My dad just helped me too.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, nice. So, um, yeah. Do you have something you want to play?
I mean, I'm into Primus and stuff, so like me and my dad mess around sometimes. Like I learn Primus riffs that he learns and stuff, but like um this is a riff that he found. It's kind of cool. It's only played once in a song, but I kind of like to like it's a cool riff. So,
Yeah. No, that's really cool. Yeah, that's really nice. Like I
yeah.
I don't I don't really do a lot with pizzicato and stuff. So
Really?
do you play with a bow?
Yeah, I have a bow. I'm not entirely great with a bow, but I'm good enough to play in school.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So do you want to play anything with a bow? Let's hear that. Yeah.
I don't really know any songs. I know one that I like transcribed from the piano onto here. Uh,
Okay. Yeah, no, that's cool. Okay, so I'm gonna like make some recommendations, okay?
okay.
And the first thing is can you possibly stand like further back from the phone so I
Yeah.
can see yeah, keep going. I just need to see the
Here.
like where you're bowing. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
my phone is standing on two speakers because like my piano stand is kind of low.
Okay. Well, no, you
So
can leave your phone where you were. Like, just you had gotten back to a place. I just need to be able to see your bow too. Do you know what I
okay.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
It was pretty cool. I mean, it's backwards, but we'll figure that out.
yeah.
It's like, okay, that's cool. Okay, now let's see the bow again. Let's see what's happening with that. Can you play like a scale? Do you know a
Yeah.
scale? Okay. Okay, so here's my first suggestion I'm gonna make. It's
Right.
like, um, first of all, no, first of all, I want to recognize you for being courageous enough to do this. That's really cool. So you have what it takes to be a musician because you're not scared and you're ready to be on live. So I think that's cool. But like,
Thank you.
let's get into the double bass stuff. So when you're playing like your left hand, which I know looks like your right hand because everything's backwards, but your left hand, like, yeah, you kind of want that kind of like C shape, which I see
Okay.
you have, but yeah, but also look at like you want your arm kind of like
Like
I
this?
almost feel like is your bass too think about this, no, don't do this now, but think about like is your bass too high? Because eventually, like when you're in first position, you want
Yeah.
your arm just like this, and I feel like is your no, that's good. Now, okay, that's good, but then the next thing is it's hard to see because of your shirt, but it's like you don't want to bend your wrist like that, okay? Because you'll hurt yourself. So
Yeah.
you want to keep the angle straight here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then so try that scale again. Let's look at that. Okay, so and when we work through that scale, is that like a D major scale?
Yeah,
O-
honestly, I'm used to having finger tapes because my school base has finger tapes. I don't have finger tapes here.
Yeah. No, that's
Like,
cool. No finger tapes. Don't. No. I mean, no. Free yourself, man. I strongly advise no finger tapes. Don't worry about that. You're actually playing the notes. I was just going to talk about how you're playing them, just to give you some ideas. So, can you play the scale again, just like from the beginning, all the part in first position? Let's listen to that. Okay. Okay. So that was good. We went da da 1 4 open string 1 4, and then when you shift, try out doing 2 4 instead of like you're doing like I don't know what you were doing like 2 2 or something. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah. Try it again.
So like kind of like this.
Yeah. Except I'm gonna make another suggestion. So watch my hands. Like here's a double bass. Don't
Yeah.
don't like don't let these fingers roam around. You know what I'm saying? Just keep them down there. Kind of loaded the strings. Yeah,
Okay.
there you go. That's nice. That's nice. How your hand looks there. Yeah, do that because aside from the fact that you could be flipping people off with your finger, which you don't want to do, it's not good for you. You know what I mean? Because it's more work. So try it again.
I'm
Okay.
not sure where the C is. That's my only problem.
Yeah, but you can practice that. It's not a big deal. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But that's already better. And again, keep it in mind, like when you're playing. And I tell you what, it's funny how I'm about to tell you this, but I make this mistake myself. What I like to do is I'll be playing like this one, and then I have my pinky out. Like I don't know where this hand, where's this
Yeah.
going?
I do
So
that too.
you know, I'm not perfect either, but I would recommend for that scale, yeah, try to keep it like your fingers nicely curved
Okay.
and kind of down. Yeah, like nice. That was yeah, that's good. Exactly. Try it
Yeah.
again. Let's hear that. And try this time. Try with your bowing. Uh, try to play a little bit of a slower bow. You know what I'm saying? And also try to play your bow closer to the bridge a little.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe it is too tall for me. Maybe I'm like just now realizing that.
Yeah, I mean, just experiment with the height. The main thing is you want to have it to a height where, uh, like, yeah, it's hard to see, but I feel like it. I don't know that. I don't know about this
Maybe
angle, but it's
knuckle
you're what
something. I know your
what?
knuckle is supposed to kind of be level with the bridge.
Yeah.
I heard something about that, but mine is definitely not. Um,
No, I don't think that's true. I mean, no, I think the height's okay, but yeah, that's cool. Just play it again a little slower, okay?
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I feel like your left hand, which I know looks like your right hand, but we're being we're coping with that. Your
Yeah.
left hand is much better. Now with your bowing, so remember, I don't play the German bow, but I do know enough to tell you that let's work on your angle of the bow, okay?
That's probably something I've needed to work on. Yeah.
Yeah. So like try that. Try okay, right there. No. Yeah, keep it like yeah, like pretend your bow is parallel to the bridge. Ah, like that. There we go. Now make it sound like try that. Try that a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So wait a second. So already it's already like 100% better, but try it again. Try it slower. And when I say parallel to the bridge, I'm not kidding because you're still kind of like you're like this. You're like at this angle and you need to
Yeah.
be like this. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Maybe I should adjust the height. I'm not sure because it's almost kind of hard for me. Like I'm almost bending
Yeah,
down.
that's what I'm saying. I think that's it. Because in first position, that's a good point. So in first position, like you are now, you shouldn't have
Yeah.
to be bending over. That comes in thumb position, when you kind of lean over. So yeah,
Yeah.
I
Like,
would adjust the height. I would recommend that.
should I
Yeah.
do that now or just like a later thing?
Um, I mean, if you're able to do it now, that's fine.
All right.
So that you need to bring it
Like probably down a bit.
down or up. I'm confused. I'm not. Everything's all reversed. Yeah, I'm
Uh,
thinking. Yeah.
I'm just, can you help me adjust the height?
Yeah. What you want it higher?
Lower.
Lower?
Yeah. She said. It's
Well, no.
too.
I mean, wait. I'm confused. I'm like, how is it? Ugh,
Um.
let me think.
Wait.
No, if you're having to bend over to play that, it needs to be higher. Put it up a little higher. Because because you should be able to play in first position without having to bend over.
Yeah.
Or maybe is that lower? God, what is wrong with me? Oh,
I think you're right. I think it's higher.
yeah, like try higher and let's see what's happening. But that's the thing, because your left hand is already much better, and now we just need to get your right hand on the path of, you
Yeah,
know.
this is a lot better.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, good,
Hey.
awesome. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not techie. I didn't get that. I didn't know. I didn't get a notification for the emails. That's why I didn't reply.
I think she hear you.
Oh, I heard you. Yeah, no worries about it. I mean, I really stressed out trying to even create this YouTube live. It was not so easy, but I finally figured it out. Okay, let's hear that scale again.
Okay.
Okay, now, do you have a mirror in your room that you can practice in front of? Okay, so you don't have to do it now, but in the future, really practice, because and look in the mirror while you're doing it. That's what I do. I have a mirror even to
Yeah.
this day, and like you're already, it's like much better, but yet I'm telling you, you're still at an angle. It's like you're like this. So just kind of you know what I mean?
I've never like in school since in orchestra we didn't really have a teacher for a year
Oh,
because
really?
we basically just had a substitute teacher for the whole year,
Yeah.
and that was my first year playing bass. So I never really got like the basics and stuff
Yeah.
until my second grade year when I was finally getting like But even
Yeah.
the teacher didn't know how to play double bass. So
Yeah, well, that can happen. But look, we're doing that right now. We're getting back to basics, you know?
yeah,
Because when you move your actually, you know what? Just humor me. Play that again, those first 5 notes or whatever, and play it slowly. And I'm telling you, like get your bow parallel to the bridge. There you go. A little bit. Yeah, there we go. Now do it. Okay, so and then the C sharp D is going to be 2 4 up there, right? Yeah.
okay,
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I think it already sounds a lot better when your bowing angle is more parallel. So I would
yeah.
recommend that. And definitely yeah, that's good. So what else do we have to think about? You had asked me about vibrato, and I know you were starting that. Um
Yeah, like
how's that
kind of like
going? You want to play any vibrato notes so you can see what's going on with that?
try an
Okay. And remember, like, so your hands, like, that was good, but just remember the rest of your fingers, let them kind of relax, right? So, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let them kind of like, instead of like going like this,
Yeah,
let them kind of like be down there. You know what I mean?
yeah. I'm doing it again.
Yeah.
It's almost like subconsciously, I'm always just like,
Okay. So,
uh,
yeah. And look, that's just something, to work on, and it takes time. And believe me, I
yeah,
understand, because I tried to learn the electric bass, and I mean, I still, like, my pinky is just, it wants to live its own life. So I understand. Um, So what kind of orchestra music do you play in your school orchestra?
so last year I'm not really sure. We just like kind of pieces the teacher picked out. It was
Mhm.
level like 2 to 3, but our class in orchestra only had like 7 kids that actually played, so it
Ah,
was kind of like.
yeah. It's like a chamber
And,
orchestra. I like that. Yeah.
but I think next year I might do the honors orchestra because I'm going into high school. So
Okay.
um
Yeah, that sounds good.
yeah.
So, like, what do you want to learn on the double bass?
Honestly, I do want to improve on like bowing, but I do like pieces like kind of old music. Um, like I don't know if you know it, Mr. Crinkle by Primus. I learned that. Um, and then well, yeah, like I just kind of learned what my dad learns, and it kind of you
Yeah.
know.
How do you do that? Are you playing it by ear, or do you read the sheet music?
My dad figures it out on electric bass, and we'll kind of like translate the notes. So
Yeah.
like he'll look up the tab, he'll tell me the notes, we'll play it by ear, stuff like
Oh,
that.
that's cool. That's really good. That's really good for your musicianship, and that's really cool. Yeah, I mean, I myself am not hugely an expert on Primus at all.
Yeah,
So I don't know how much I can help you with that. I mean, your pizzicato already looked very strong, and I just think, you know, working on the shape of your hands will really
yeah,
help. But I can definitely help you. I think I can help you on the bowing side of things. Um,
yeah.
Having said that, though, I could help you more if you had a French bow because I don't really play the German bow. But
I have a French bow, but my rosin right now is kind of like eh. I want to
yeah,
get new rosin soon, but
okay.
um,
Yeah,
I
I recommend for rosin. I recommend Carlson. That's what I use. What do you use for rosin?
have no clue. I think
Oh,
let me grab the box. It doesn't say. I think um I found it at a music and art store. It's just like regular double bass rosin.
oh, okay, that's cool. It's like we'll never know. I like that. It's like top secret. Okay, okay, that's good. But yeah, if you get rosin, I like to get Carlson, and I like to shop at Lemure Music. It's on the West Coast, and they mail stuff. Because I got some Carlson from Amazon, and I wasn't sure if it was really Carlson or what it was. So just
Yeah.
recommending that. But yeah, let's see your French bow. That's cool. Let's see what that's like. What's happening with that?
Um,
How are you
I
holding
should
that? Let me
probably.
see.
I don't think I've used this bow since the dinosaur ages.
Okay.
I used this. I started off with a French bow, but I kind of did like the German bow better.
Okay.
So like this.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically.
Again, I keep forgetting.
Yeah, so yeah, I think it's getting back to the same, it's the same whether you're gonna play French bow or German bow, the main thing is the
Yeah,
angle has to be more parallel. And the other
yeah,
thing is how you're holding the bass. You kind of want, and it's all backwards, so it's hard to describe, but like you want your left knee. Yeah, there you go. That's a little
okay,
better.
yeah.
Try it again and really think about keeping it parallel there. Parallel. There you go. Like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I mean, I mean, look, I appreciate this lesson that we are having here. I think if you want to keep doing this with me, where I can help you the most is with your bowing
Yeah,
and and um and also your fingering, like your shifting and things like that. I could give you some suggestions. We could work through some different pieces, some scales. Um, but I mean, what do you think? Would that work for you?
yeah,
Okay. I mean, so I guess then on your end, are you able to practice the things we talked about, like as far as, keeping your fingers curved,
yeah,
and
definitely.
then and your bowing has to be more parallel to the bridge. And also experiment. I made a video about the 7 bowing variables. So
Yeah,
watch that video and work through those different things, cuz like I think if you practice your scales with a slower bow at first, it'll be easier. And then also try, close to the fingerboard versus close to the bridge. You know what I mean? To just try different sounds. Like, well, do that right now. Play that scale in different places. Let's hear that.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
Uh,
okay. But yeah, like okay, play it a little further down. Hear how that sounds. And slower. Move your bowing slower. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, so the thing is, the other part of this is like, are you wanting to stay with the German bow, or what? How do you feel about that?
Probably I'll stay with the German bow because I'm just not used to the French bow.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, like I said, I played the German bow for literally one summer, so I'm not uh I'm not exactly an expert in that, but on the other hand, you're like literally the only person who wants to have free lessons with me, so I'm open to I'm open to this if you are. But I
Okay.
think if you ever wanted to play French bow, I could teach you a lot more with that. But yeah, go get your German bow back and let's hear that again, if you don't mind. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear that. Okay, and so here's an idea. Like it's already much better than when you started, so you're making
Yeah.
immediate progress. The only thing I think about is like, here's an idea. Like when you're playing, it sounds to me almost like you're gliding over the strings. So it's like,
Yeah.
can you start a note and then just kind of play slowly and you know what I mean, so that your bow's not sort of floating around. Do it that way. Let's see what that's like. Okay, try it. Just play like, yeah, just keep going, but also try, can you use your full bow like from end to end? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
I'll
I
do
mean,
that.
not to keep repeating myself, but definitely the angle of your bowing is important
Yeah.
to look into. Yeah, look into that. Yeah, I think that'll really help. Do you have any questions for me that I can answer?
Not really. I guess I just like why not do this? Just try it out.
What? I'm sorry.
I basically kind of just like I don't know. Like did this as just to try it out. So
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. I've enjoyed hearing you play and seeing what you're up to, and yeah, like the pizzicato you did at the beginning was very impressive, and I think, if you work on your bowing a bit with some of these different ideas, that will come along too nicely. And you've done very well for a situation with no teacher or whatever
Yeah.
you're dealing with, so I can understand that's challenging. um but yeah, like let me know if you want to do this again. I'm pretty flexible with my time right now, and if we do this again at your next lesson, we could do some more. I don't know, if you bring some music to play, that would be good. Or I think we can do a lot just working on scales, actually, in terms of shifting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, thanks a lot for taking this time with me. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you.
You too.
Okay, take it easy.
You too. Have a good day.
Okay. Bye now.
Bye.